Sammy from Frank's Deli is here, and it's a place I think everyone should visit at least once in their lifetime because your food is amazing, my friend.
Yes, thank you. And you'll come once and you'll come many more times
Exactly.
after that. Yeah.
And this is actually on the menu. This is Papa Sammy's hot smoked salmon. Oh, it's good.
This is my faja, we call him. It's our little nickname for him. So this is something that he and my stepmom do together. So she does the curing part and then he does the smoking part. So this is very Polish. We love smoking and curing all of our fish.
Delightful. So what's in the curing agent?
Really, really simple. You want to do equal parts of sugar and salt. So I've got sugar in a bowl. Salt goes in, and then I've also got some fennel seeds. So we've just toasted these off. They smell nice. And if you've got any herbs lying around, I always like to use the stems up to add to the curing mix as well. So Juzzy, you're already onto it. Some dill stems, and we're going to pop that in and just massage it a little bit just to release the aroma.
Now, while I'm chopping this, talk to me about the salmon that you're using.
So I'm all about sustainable seafood. So we're actually using a king salmon here. And that's, you know, it is a farm salmon, so we're not sort of depleting the wild stock. And look, you don't have to go out and buy a smoker to do this. You can actually maybe pop down to your local Asian supermarket and get like a bamboo steamer, and then I'm going to show you how to do a little home style one.
I love how you're showing us how to do it at home because it's like, oh, do I really want to get a smoker to do this? Let's try it. Let's see if it's really yummy and then go from there.
So I'm going to sprinkle on the cure mix now onto the salmon. And perfect, laying out some cling wrap. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on the base and then we're just going to sit the salmon on top. Now this cure, you can do it for days if you like, but really for this dish, I don't like it to be too salty and to lose too much of that integrity of the fish. So I'm going to pop this on.
So how long would you cure it then?
I would do it for 24 hours. That's my dad, my faja's recipe.
Faja.
24 hours. And then we'll take it out and we'll wash it and it'll be ready for smoking.
Okay, so we're going to wrap that. And it's all about getting that quite tight, right? So it really touches the flesh of the fish.
And just make sure you put it on a deep plate or a tray in the fridge.
Oh, good tip.
Because it will draw out a lot of moisture.
All right, into the fridge.
Now, Juzzy, this has been curing for 24 hours. So I'm going to get you to cut it open and we'll get the salmon out. And it should have a nice sort of a little bit darker orange tinge to it. And we need to wash off all that cure. So you can do it under cold running water or in a bowl with water. And then we need to dry it off really well.
I always find this bit so fascinating. I mean, look at that. Look how firm the fish becomes.
And look at the colour. See how much brighter orange it is?
So orange.
So while you wash that, I'm going to start getting our smoker ready. So we've got a wok pan here and I've also got a few layers of foil and that's going to protect the pan. And what we're going to add is a few elements to help us smoke. Now, this is kind of like a traditional Chinese smoking method, but it's very good to do at home. So I'm going to place into the base with the foil some rice. And the rice is going to help hold on to that heat. And then we've got some sugar. And that's going to caramelise and burn and smoke. And we've got some oolong tea leaves here. So now the bamboo steamer is here, ready to go. And what I'm going to actually do is turn this on. So this is going to take a little while to heat up. And when that becomes smoking, we can add on the bamboo steamer and the fish goes in. And we want to smoke that for about 15 minutes, depending on the size of fish.
Nice one.
While we wait, we can make our sauce.
What's in our sauce?
So this is a very sort of traditional, but also not. I mean, the flavours are traditional, but it's something that we make at Frank's and we serve with our hot smoked salmon. So we're going to pop into the bowl some creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche has that lovely tart flavour. So with that fatty fish, smoky fish, it's just fantastic with a generous spoonful.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, perfect. That's good. And now I'll actually get you, Juzzy, if that's okay, to chop up some herbs. So we've got some dill here. So dill is quintessential Polish herb. It pretty much goes on everything and anything. And I just think it's so delicious.
So a fine chop?
Yeah, a fine chop. Doesn't have to be too perfect.
Say when.
And when.
Okay.
This is good, I like it. And then I might get you to do some chives for me as well. And look, this is some grated beetroot. So we actually do this at the deli. We call it our beetroot horseradish relish. So the beetroot adds a beautiful colour, a bit of earthiness to it, and we've also got a beautiful fresh horseradish root here. So this horseradish is seasonal, it's sharp, it's got that zing, and it goes really well with a smoky, fatty fish.
And if you can't find fresh horseradish, horseradish cream's okay?
Yeah, use the jarred stuff. You know, go to a deli. They usually have about 6 different types.
Yeah.
And I've tried them all, so you just got to find your favourite.
We love a good deli, don't we?
Yes.
All right, we're going to mix all of this together, pop our fish into the smoker, and I can't wait for this to cook so we can have a taste.
Yes. Okay, Juzzy, you can see the smoke is starting to billow out, and that's because the sugar's caramelising, so it's very hot. We have to be careful.
Okay.
But we're ready to start smoking our fish.
Right.
So bamboo steamer is going to go on. I'm going to fit that in nice and snug.
Okay.
And then you can pop the fish on.
Skin side down.
Skin side down, exactly. Lid on. 15, 20 minutes. Okay, Juzzy, we've been smoking for about 20, 25 minutes, and I think it's ready.
Ooh, look at that.
Looks good.
Yes.
So I've let it cool a little bit so we can handle it. And I'm just going to scoop it out onto this platter.
All right. And it is flaky, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, gorgeous.
So you've got to be quite delicate with it.
Yep.
Get rid of this paper.
Paper comes off easily.
And this is exactly how we present it at home when my dad makes it. And we're going to serve it with a couple of cheeks of lemon.
I love this because you've got it cured and then you've got it hot smoked. So there's so much going on. There's so much attention that's been given to the salmon.
And Juzzy, this is exactly how my dad would serve it.
Okay.
The salmon, 2 cheeks of lemon, and the horseradish cream. And I'm going to make you a little morsel.
Oh, please do. See, this is one of those things I love to have for brunch or breakfast. I go pretty early to Frank's just to make sure I get this, because this is on the menu. You have this and then a little one of your beautiful coffees.
Oh, yes.
It's a good start to the morning, isn't it?
All right.
Oh, look at that. It's like little layers of goodness. Butter, that glorious fish. Just have a look how moist that fish is. It is just gorgeous.
And that's when you use a nice king salmon, the quality that you get.
Sammy,
It's good, right?
that is so good. You know, your dad's onto something here.
Yes. Secret recipe no more.
Faja, if you're watching, thank you. This is a wonderful recipe. Love it. Thank you, Sammy.
Love you, Daddy-o. Love you, Juzzy.